Hello and welcome back to a special edition of The Rule of Two. I believe this is going to become a thing where Mondays, after Star Wars Resistance airs, we will be doing a special. It looks like we might be going to 2 episodes a week on The Rule of Two, which could be fun for us. Fun.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun for us. Because we have the main show, which talks about all things Star Wars, and then we'll have this show, or this series, I guess, on this channel, where it's just dedicated to Star Wars Resistance. So we might get like some Star Wars Resistance news, like stuff on the main show. I'm talking about like maybe like if there's when the mid-season trailer, or maybe when we do like when the first part of the season is done, we might do something like a review on the main show, The Rule of Two. But this is our review of the premiere of Star Wars Resistance. So it's Kaz gets when we first start off, he is trying to get some information to the Resistance for Poe Dameron. He almost gets taken out by the red TIE fighter, which I don't believe is Cardinal anymore.
Okay.
I don't believe, because of the way he said Captain Phasma, it implied that he was not a captain as well. And it also implied...
Well, what would a captain call a captain?
Huh?
What would a captain call a captain?
Well, no, like the way he said it, also, they are not really on good terms.
Oh, okay. So he wouldn't be like, tell her I'm here, first thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
He would not be under her. They're both captains.
Right.
So, and I don't think he would be out there doing that kind of dirty work.
He literally
he literally, in the book, he trains stormtroopers. That is his job.
Oh, I see.
So I go back on that. Poe saves the day for him, at least. This will be a spoiler thing,
for Kaz.
Obviously. Poe saves the day for Kaz.
Whoops, spoilers.
Then we go on to one of the old Tantive 4 looking ships. I believe those are Alderaanian ships, right?
I have not a clue.
I believe they're Alderaanian ships.
But
the blockade runner.
Poe does mention that it was in the Battle of Scarif.
So
it's been around
all the way
for a
to
long time.
Jakku.
Yep.
And we see a bit of Leia. Not a word.
She's just
there.
Looking.
Yeah. And then Kaz.
She's in a hollow.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Poe tries. I like that Poe tries to. I like that he understands that this kid is not just like a bum. It's not just like, oh, you're a nice fanboy. Okay, that's fine. He realizes that he's a good pilot because he came up with a rather smart idea with how they were able to shoot the red TIE.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. How do you feel so far as the characters? Like, how do you like Kaz as a character?
Kaz is fine. Like, Kaz is cool. He's definitely not mature at all.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of the way that, like, he's fine. Poe is good. I think Poe is the way he should be, at least for this kind of a show.
We don't get a lot of him. He just kind of in and out. I mean, he sets him off on his whatever, and then
but it's the same Poe that we know from the movies, which is great.
Yeah,
he has the fun. He has fun in his X-wing. He is kind of serious when he's talking about Resistance kind of stuff, which is what we need. And then we do meet. Shucks, let me pull up that character's name.
I'll just say real quick that like. The jokes, they're okay, I think, in the trailer, because in the trailer...
They're set up better. The timing is better.
It's there's not a lot of them. We're seeing a lot of stuff here. That's sort of the nature of a trailer, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But in the movie...
Orca. That guy.
In the show, I don't like it as much.
Okay,
The
that
jokes
makes sense.
are
The jokes
a little
are
kitty. The animation is kitty. So that's
Yeah.
how I feel about that.
Orca. I don't like this character. He takes things literally, and it's like, it's fine.
Oh, that's Bobby Moynihan.
It's fine
From
for the
SNL.
jokes, and I'm like, okay, that I understand that, but
Yeah, it's a little too
you're
much.
hitting me on the head with the same joke over and over again, and it's
Well,
like
that's
it
for
gets
kids.
less and less funny.
Yeah, that's for kids. I think I like Bobby Moynihan though.
The dude's
problem is-
I have nothing against the people playing the characters or the people who created the characters.
The problem is that like I feel like everybody should know that he takes things really seriously. He should have like at this point, like I feel like he's been
Yeah.
on the station or whatever
For a long time.
that they would know that what he says sometimes isn't always like real.
Yeah.
And everybody just like takes him at his word.
Yeah,
like,
and it's like,
oh.
okay.
But I mean, we
It's
see
a
one.
kids show,
we
so the
see
logic
one-
is thrown out the window anyways.
We see one race.
I like that we get I think it's funny though that like if you don't race, you literally get killed. They throw you off this thing into the water where apparently there are big carnivorous animals or fish or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And like they literally just kill you. They're like, if you don't race, we're throwing you over the side and you will die. You're not getting back on, and it's a water planet, so where are you gonna go?
Right. But he does like in his first race, he crashes into like the water.
Yeah, they go pick him up though, cause he's in his ship.
I guess so, but that ship is falling apart. Like he doesn't have a ship. He doesn't have anything. Like he's just sort of Poe just like literally drops him off, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fun. I think that for the first trailer where I was like, nah. Since then, the second trailer and now this premiere I'm on board. I'm still like maybe like a 6. I was a 5 where it's just like I'm neutral. Now it's a 6 where like I'm looking forward to the next episode. Which is what the first episode should get me on. It didn't get me on all the characters. It got me on a few. Hype looks cool. We didn't get a lot of him.
No.
We didn't get much of any of the racers, really. We just saw, like, pictures. We got, like, Hype from
Except
a distance.
the youngest girl.
And then, yes.
Whatever her name is.
Uh,
I don't
hold
know her
on.
name.
Hold on.
She's the one with the little Leia buns. Except no, actually they're not Leia buns. They're whatever. I think her name is
Her name is... her last name is the dude's.
yeah, it's not saying. Anyway, I can't wait for the other.
Tora Doza.
Okay.
That's her name. Yes.
We get a little bit of her.
We get her. She flies. She comes over. She kind of backhand compliments the kid. You know, like, I wish you a good race tomorrow, but you're gonna die.
Yeah, she literally says everybody who flies against me dies.
And it's
Which
like
that can't be true because she was flying earlier in the episode.
she was flying against all the other aces.
Yeah, and they weren't dying.
But
and
I
then,
guess she meant every new person dies, which is
well,
a terrible thing. Like, if I heard those odds, I'd be like, I'll take anybody else. I guarantee you, not everybody is dying for every single ace pilot.
right.
It's funny though.
It's fine. I'm less excited now
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know, maybe my expectations were too high. But,
Oh yeah, I think it was really good though. Like my expectations were low, like limbo low, and then, it turned out to be fine, which is good enough for me. I'll keep watching. I really enjoyed though that at the end of that episode they were like, all right, you had your fun. Now let's set up for what's going to happen. They go to Starkiller Base in the first episode. We see it. We see the red tie going to Starkiller Base, and it was like, ooh. It was like they know that we want First Order and Resistance stuff, and not a lot of racing. Like racing is fine, but like they know what we want. as the adults watching the show, and it's like, yes.
It was a little too colorful for me.
Oh well, yeah.
And the red stormtrooper, whatever he is,
Yeah, I think it makes.
it looks a little goofy. His
Yeah.
like TIE fighter or whatever that was is like all red, and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the Republic, their like symbols and stuff, because what's his name?
Kaz.
He works for the Republic.
The Republic.
And
His dad's a senator who we probably know, but we didn't see in the show because he made a communication to him, and then they like blurted out for like coding it so that the First Order can't see.
So we couldn't see him, so he's probably somebody we know.
Probably. Do you? No, he can't be that. Okay, never mind.
I don't know all the senators, so I'm not like, or at least I don't know any after.
After they're all dead.
Yeah, they're all the ones that I know are.
Except for Leia. Well, we do know a few from the book Bloodline, but I forget those characters' names.
Yeah, I can't remember.
And I think it'd be great though if they tied that in, but at the same time, we don't you never know.
Yeah. So.
But it's probably
but
someone
anyway,
we know.
with the colors, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just all too bright.
There's a lot.
Like,
There's a lot.
there's something to the Empire being like all dull colors.
Right.
And even the First Order, you're just like too bright and shiny. You need to like simmer down.
They make it.
But then you see Snoke and he's like in a golden bathrobe, and you're like, well, I get it.
Yeah, but you see, like, all the in my opinion, the problem with doing things like Phasma, Cardinal, and then Phasma and Cardinal in themselves in that book and before this show, that was really cool to me. Because of what happens in that book, I'm not going to spoil it, but because of what happens in that book, it makes it very clear that these are two of the best that the First Order has to offer. And that's why they have the colors. That's why she's chrome and he's red. This show, now with the gold stormtrooper, which we know that person is coming, and then this red TIE pilot, it makes Phasma and Cardinal to me less special.
Sure.
Which it's not, it's kind of like Boba Fett, where it's like, you have this amazing thing. Don't make it less special.
Right.
By just throwing, and you get a weird color, and you get gold.
But it's just so colorful. Like, the Empire, if you put them in, like, these bright bold... That's why Clone Wars really looked good, because it was, like, dark and... Like, I don't know, it was just dim coloring. Even Rebels was better.
they had colors in Clone Wars, obviously.
Yeah,
but it wasn't the highlighter colors.
No, and this really is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it doesn't ever work with, like, the Empire, the First Order, or whoever. But when it starts to not work for the Republic, the good guys, the, like, colorful people, then I know that it's, like, oh, it's really bad.
Yeah.
So, I don't really enjoy that. But
it's like Clone Wars used, like, the Sharpie colors, and this one's using the highlighter colors, where it's like, oh, it's just, it's like, oh, I need sunglasses when I watch this.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
I expected more.
I am looking forward to the next episode. Obviously, I want to see what's going on. So, like we said, if you go back and if you have watched The Rule of Two before, like one of my concerns was that they were going to focus too much on the racing aspect of it. But it looks like they very much set up that he is there to find a First Order informant on this platform,
right? Which he does not start on at all in this episode.
Well, because this episode was a setup episode.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it has to be, kind of.
Sure.
So, but like they made it very apparent that that is his mission, and that the only reason he does the racing in this episode was because him and Orca just blabmouthed everybody.
Right.
So,
and he shot a guy with a dart. Well, he didn't shoot him. He threw.
I know, right? I thought he was gonna get like one bullseye, but getting like 4 bullseyes and then the one not bullseye is like, okay, dude, you're not a Jedi. You can't do this.
Oh, anyway.
Is your name Mary Sue?
It's definitely kid friendly.
Yeah.
It's not for me, but we'll see.
I'll keep watching. You'll keep watching.
Yeah.
We'll keep watching. Thank you very much for watching and listening to this episode. But hey, that's just our opinions. We would totally like and enjoy talking to you guys about your opinion and about this show and where you think it should go and where it will go. Tell us your thoughts in the comments section down below. We always like hearing from you guys. We are all fans here, so let's have a civil conversation. And, if you're just going to badmouth the thing, try to be objective and also say some good things about the show. Say some things that they do right. Like, constructive criticism is okay. But, give them a bone. Throw them a bone there. Tell us, some of the things that you liked about the episode.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who worked really hard on the show, I'm sure. And
yeah.
They're just trying to... It might not be for every audience. I'm sure if we took it to our 7-year-old cousin, she would love it, or he would love it.
Right.
So you gotta kind of...
Yeah.
Come from a different perspective.
My dad, maybe not so much.
No.
Right. But yeah, thank you very much for watching and listening to this special edition of the Rule of Two here on the C Cinema Reviews channel. Tell us your thoughts, and may the Force be with you.
Always.